Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Sheets, and we're gonna be doing a live sweat of I guess, the last inning or so of the baseball game with respect to, I guess, the showdown slate, and then we'll do a little live sweat of the hockey also, and then we'll get down to business and do the uh, PGA lineup build for tomorrow's slate. I did one earlier. Um, but I want to do another one with the updated projections. Well, let's take a look, and we'll see. First of all, we will see how we're doing in the showdown slate, and then we'll see if we have any kind of path to victory here. Yeah, so this is the perfect game. We're in 14th place, paying 50, and this is actually our sweat. Well, not it's either now or the next inning because all right, he struck him out. So we're gonna have JD Martinez coming up in the bottom of the ninth, uh, as the last of the Mohicans as far as the Mets go. He's the only guy I have, and he's leading off. So obviously that's gonna need, you know, that'll be need at least to get him a home run. I wonder if anybody ahead of me has him. We'll just check this right now. So I'd like to know if we have a sweat even. Nah, see, this guy's got Martinez also. Crap. Um, this guy does not have Martinez. This guy does not have Martinez. This guy does not have Martinez. Sixth place does not have Martinez. These guys, yeah, these guys both have Martinez, so that's annoying. Uh, definitely can't have Muncy do anything here. Yeah. So anyway, well, we can maybe squeeze a little more money out of this showdown slate, depending on what happens this inning. If Muncy hits a home run or anything like that, then we'll check and see what we have. But it doesn't seem like we got too much of a chance to get this. But hey, we'll have a couple of pokes here. And in the meanwhile, we'll root for what's Muncy up now, and then I guess I get a shot with Lux to get a little bit more, and he's got 0, so I don't think everybody's got him ahead of me. That's good to see. Hey, what's up, All Star? Uh, a very uninspiring MMA slate, which I'm going to be previewing tomorrow. Just 11 fights, and almost none of them rate to finish. So, not to mention 3 straight women's fights back to back to back. Not exactly the highest scoring slate on the board, but we'll try. We'll try to make something of it. Going to be very difficult to fade the main event in a situation like that. Well, because for openers, if Fluffy wins, he's scoring 150, and if Pereira wins, I mean, he's probably going to score well too. So that's a rough fade. But we'll talk about that tomorrow. All right, so don't like none of y'all. He's going to play single entry tomorrow for baseball. We'll be live. Let's see what the schedule looks like for tomorrow. Let's see. Oh, I didn't even realize that Hadley's out. Hadley's opponent's out. Oh, good grief. Oh my goodness, that sucks. I didn't even know. That's going to be a disaster. Okay, so let's take a look at. Let's get MR done. I don't like none of y'all. Muncy just hit the ball 7,000 feet. I didn't think that one could go further than the Ohtani one, but I'm pretty sure that one did, or at least close. That is a bomb. That is a total bomb. I wonder if that put me out of the money in this thing. No, it did not, thank God, but just barely. Wow, he crushed. Any chance of a Muncie captain somewhere laying around here? Nah, it doesn't look like it. Wow. All right, so tomorrow, hell yeah. We got a full 2-gamer tomorrow. Oh, I'm down with this. Yeah, so I'm gonna be live. It's gonna be a tough day for me, but I'm gonna make it happen. So here's my schedule. I have to bring Mrs. Sheets to something at 11. Then my dad is actually coming out for lunch. I'm gonna see him at 1. So then after he leaves, it's gonna be, not to mention my other business, but 2 o'clock I'll probably do MMA. 3 o'clock, no, 2 o'clock I promised Bobby I'd do NFL. 3 o'clock I'll probably do MMA. And then 4, yeah, this looks good. 4 o'clock live for the MLB slate tomorrow. Full 2-gamer. Yeah, I'm down. Clark Schmidt. Oh, it's Clark Schmidt day tomorrow? All right, so I'm down. Before we get to hockey, let's see what's the hockey. I have to see what. Oh my God, and it's an 11-game hockey slate tomorrow night, and not to mention, holy crap, it is full on DGen Thursday tomorrow. Wait, you're telling me there are 2 football games? No. Oh, that's hockey. NFL. Wait a minute. Just hold on a second here, Tiger. No. Showdown. No. Okay. So we got Denver, New Orleans football too. So we've got, oh my God, 2-game baseball slate. We got 11-game hockey slate. We have showdown football, MMA content. Mr. Sheets' dad coming out. Sheets bringing Mrs. Sheets to appointments. It is full on DGen Thursday tomorrow evening. I am pumped. Not to mention NBA coming soon. And we'll be sweating we'll be sweating day 1 of the golf tournament. We got starting at tomorrow morning. We have a 2-game 2-day League of Legends slate. I mean, it just doesn't get worse than that, right? But it's going to take a full 36 hours to decide who chops out 5K at the top. So we're gonna do that lineup build tonight. Yeah. So I am pumped here. So Tyrone Taylor looks like he's up here. Not Tyrone Taylor. This is Chris Taylor. And then I have this. We'll pull my hockey slate up in a minute, but we gotta get the Avalanche rolling a little bit here. They're down 2-1 with only 6 shots on goal for the whole game, which is not ideal. And the Yankees, that's true. And the Yankees, Dodgers World Series, it's the favorite, right? I mean, it's definitely the favorite. We got 2-0 and 2-0 and 2-1 coming. Definitely the favorite. And not to date myself, but I attended both sets of World Series, not all the games, but I went to Yankees Dodgers in both 1977 and 1978 when the Yankees won them both. I did not go in 1981 when the Dodgers beat the Yankees. I was actually at the Reggie Jackson game where he hit the 3 home runs. That Ohtani home run is just not even real. How far was that? I mean, how far was that? I know that was wind aided a little bit, but that thing was just bombed. Oh my, they're still there. Oh my God, it's like 40 degrees out, and at least there's some people still at this stadium, just hoping for that miracle. Am I going to go? I'm going to try. Will Smith with a base hit. I don't think I have him. Chris Taylor with the base hit. Sorry, definitely don't have him. I'm going to try. It really depends on Mrs. Sheet. She just had knee surgery, so we're trying to, she's recovering, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to get out. I'm going to try though. 397. Are you kidding me? That's all that was? That's crazy. That's definitely a little nuts. That's all that was. All right. So none of these are, in range to get there. Again, this is the only one. I just want to make sure I just cash here. Tommy Edman with a big old swing. Yeah. So what we're gonna need? Are we gonna get another at bat with Ohtani? Maybe. Well, we're gonna get one with Kiki in a second. We have him. Everybody's got him, but that's okay. Well, that was a meatball that McGill threw up to Edman just there. No, I don't know. I mean, I think they have some kind of geometry going where they can get it right. All right, let's see. Edman 0-2, 1 out, and nope. 1-2. Pretty decent 4 innings out of Bueller. Let's see. 1-2, 2 outs. McGill brings it to Edman. Bouncing ball to first. Oh, maybe get double play. Nope, did not get the double play. Okay, so first and third, 2 outs, and Hernandez is coming up. I'm pretty sure everybody's got him, but it's still good to kind of get him. Actually, it's kind of annoying because check this out. So everybody's not only has Hernandez, but some of them actually have him as a captain, I think, up here. This one doesn't. This is the only guy that does not have Hernandez. And that guy's got him in the captain. So I really almost don't even want to root for him. And I think everybody's got Ohtani too. This is what Showdown Baseball is all about. It is brutal. Well, we know that Hernandez is going to swing at the first pitch if it's close. Let's see. First pitch. Yeah. Did not swing at it because it wasn't close. Oh, they got what? Ohtani's on deck here. All right, Kiki is 2 for 4. Pitch. He took that. Wow. What are you complaining about? That wasn't bad. Then we're going to do a PGA lineup build, and then we're going to do an LOL lineup build as well. We'll do that maybe after JD Martinez is at bat. It's a good pitch by McGill. Hernandez, Kiki, why don't you just shut up? Seriously. Yeah, exactly. You got to start rooting against your own guys. All right. Throw this anywhere near the plate, and the Kiki's going to swipe at it. All right. 1-2. It's pretty cool. All these games have not been particularly close. Actually, I shouldn't say that. The Dodgers did make yesterday's game somewhat close, or Tuesday's game somewhat close. But there are big leads in all of them. All right, well, I'm going to start. Well, you know what we're going to do? I really don't want to do this, but I don't care. I was going to just show my projections for. You know what? I'm going to not do that. We're just going to go straight to the builds. For the golf, and then we're going to do the builds for for LOL. And after Hernandez does something here, I'm going to go check on this Avalanche game, which is kind of like a train wreck. How come they can't? Now it's 4-1 Boston. Okay, so there he so Kiki's out. Okay. All right, so JD Martinez is coming up. We're going to watch this at bat. And then after that, like if he doesn't do anything, then we're just going to admit defeat and then go on to the golf. Well, the good news about, I guess, Colorado being down 4-1 is they're going to be, just shooting nonstop. And it's Colorado power play too. I mean, come on, man. Oh, score, but I don't think that's me. Well, McKinnon, no McKinnon, no Colton, no nothing. That's annoying. So Colorado did score, but nobody from us. So we're going to take a look back at JD Martinez again. Let's see if we can't get anything going there. The showdown slate. Well, hold on a minute. Let me just make sure that we're not live here. No, we're not. I was looking at my top performing relay throw, and even that one, that's got nobody on the Mets. Just got Matone. That's it. So that's what's up. What's up, D Pope? So we're just going to be sweating JD Martinez, and once he, whatever happens with him, obviously a home run would be sweet. That would probably put us into third. Oh, you do? In the baseball? Well, who are we rooting on? I mean, it's very highly leveraged, right? We got 3 at-bats left. Got JD and probably a bunch of freaking pinch hitters. So Yankee Guardians is first. Okay. And it's Kasparius. And this Met fan is saying we get back up down 8-0. And you got to believe. What you got to do is you got to save your sweats and save your mojo for when you actually have a tiny chance. If you call for the one time when you're down 8-0, that's just not a good use of your one time. All right, JD Martinez up and first pitch foul. But he doesn't get cheated, huh? He's not gonna work this count at all. He's gonna just either get there or not get there in like 2 seconds. He's like, Sheets, I want you to start your golf builds or your League of Legends builds. All right, ball 1. And looks like all those fans behind the or paid all that money for those seats have exited the building. Okay, Kasparius rears back and fires 2-1. All right, good pitch. You got to believe he's going to bring something that he can hit. Let's see it. 2-1. The pitch 3-1. And a walk I don't even want, so it's like annoying. A walk only gets me, it gets me up one spot. It gets me from 19th to 18th. Hold on. Pitch 3-2. That's good. I like that better. Oh, yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't know how to do that either. I just kind of trust the Sims to give it to me. All right, 3-2, the pitch. Foul ball. No, because I think you have to. I mean, you could do the players, I suppose, but which stack do you want? I guess. I guess you could do the same thing for baseball. Okay, 3-2, the pitch. That's strike 3. You suck. 8-0. You're going to take that? Well, that's why he's got only 4 fantasy points. All right. Okay, so let's pull up the golf, and we'll do the lineup build. Then you know what else we'll do? Maybe we'll do a showdown build as well, because I think that's actually pretty pretty. I enjoy doing that. So let's load the projections for the golf. We'll build 5,000 lineups and see what we get here. And Iglesias makes out, 2 outs. And they're building lineups over here. Looks like it's going a little slowly. Wonder if Sabersim's kind of rebelling. All right, Bader with a weak fly. And that's the end of that. Okay. It's the end of that game. All right. Where are my lineups? From direct fill. Okay, so what I would be getting if I built these 5,000 lineups and without doing anything else, you'd see I'd be getting 65% Tom Kim, 42% Seamus Power, 33% Johnny Vegas. All right. Now, when I looked at this earlier, I did a kind of a premium video about this, and I don't know. I happen to have Pendrith pretty close to Tom Kim as far as my projection goes. But then again, the ownership is. I thought the ownership was going to be a little more. I thought Tom Kim was going to be owned a little bit more. That's what I had in my first set of ownership runs. Let me just see what I have here. Let me just see. Yeah, I have Pendrith at 25 and Kim at 26. So it's really not that big of a difference. Not as much as I thought it would be. So again, I think it's important to kind of see what we're looking at here. I'm playing 309 lineups total. That's why I list them all. But again, the way it's listing them now is by it says Golf Main. And what Golf Main means, 10,000 to 50,000 people in the tournament. It's this formula, and not to get too involved in the formula here, but the two most important inputs you can see is one is that it used the 99th percentile outcome of the lineups as a metric. And then you have this average ownership ding of minus 0.5. So that's pretty good. You could probably get away with playing these types of lineups without even employing the Sims. It's not. However, what's good about using the Sims is that you could do a pretty good job of estimating the contest fields. The ownership projections in golf are usually really tight, and it's not like MMA. So MMA, the projections are usually pretty tight as far as ownership goes, except you're just not going to be able to figure out what people are going to do because with only 11 or 12 fights, there's so many thousands of lineups that are intentionally trying to get unique that you don't know exactly how they're trying to do that. Where golf, no one's really playing that way. You're not leaving money on the table on purpose. You're not doing geomean filtering. You're not doing anything like that. So you're not intentionally trying to get unique usually in golf. So as a result, as long as your ownership projections are sound, you could probably do a pretty good job of estimating the contest field. The only thing I would say though is this. If I run the contest fields with the stock SaberSim settings, they're presuming a 47% ownership, it looks like, for Tom Kim. Like more to the point, let's go into contests and let's just see what the contest field's going to look like. Where is that? Where would we find that again? Let's make this a little lower. It's somewhere. Let me just see. Oh, within. Oh, sorry about this. So if we click on Sand Trap, that's my entries. We don't have users yet. Where are we? Come on, Eric. I know where we are. I just kind of. Oh, because I didn't run the Sims yet. Duh. But let's just see something. So, oh, flagship MME field lineups. Okay, so if we look at the field lineups, this is what the contest field is. Sorry. So you're presuming 47% Tom Kim, and that is just really just way too big for me. I mean, at least my ownership projections are just much lower. I don't know what else to say. Let me just check one other thing. I don't know why SaberSim really has such a high ownership projection. I'm gonna have to redo this for a second. Just bear with me for just a moment. I mean, would they really have Tom Kim at 47% projected? Well, you know what? If we'll incorporate that, I guess. It's the new algorithm here. Let's see. What's going to probably end up happening is I'll probably end up getting almost zero, I guess, of Tom Kim if that's what's going to happen here. Meanwhile, how does Colorado only have 9 freaking shots on goal at home through almost 2 periods? This is not what we modeled for. Is Boston just all of a sudden just this team you can't do anything against? I mean, it looks like Colorado has pressure on. They just can't get any shots off. All right, so 1 second. I'll get the new ownership projections. I'm just going to do this again. She's value score. Now, what does Tom Kim look like? Maybe I got him at 30. So let's do it again. How about that? But it's still not even remotely close to what they have him at. But let's put this in. As this is going, I'm going to actually update the projections here on the site. So a little inside info here. Oops. We'll just upload these. Oops, not that. Okay. Okay, so now when we run these, we're getting 57% Tom Kim, Seamus Power, and all this stuff. Do we still want to run this with those SaberSim projections? I don't think so. See, you look at what I did in my 5,000. I kind of like this a little bit more. You know, I kind of like this as a representative field. So what I'm going to do is within contests, I think I'm going to use for field lineups. I'm going to use build 5. I'm going to use my own here. I'm going to kind of sim this against myself. And I'm going to do, I think, the same thing for all these. I'm just not a believer in that huge ownership projection for Tom Kim. And this is one of the risks you run when you well, we'll do this for the no, I don't even want to do it for the qualifier either. So we're going to use build 5 for all these. And then we'll just send them like that. Let's see. Wait, so Hadley's minus 300? Oh, and what's his price? 8K or something? Oh, goodness gracious. So the main event and Hadley, that's the story? If you fade either of those things, you're different. And the one guy you have with a huge inside the distance line is Robespierre, right? Or whatever. So as I projected, I mean, there's not. Oh, look, I really like this distribution actually. Under Tom Kim, on Tom Kim, and then you have Seamus. Oh, I like this a lot. I think that using build 5 was really the way to do this. I think that's pretty sharp, actually. Now let's we need to do min uniques 1, I guess, but let's just see what happens. If we let's put in average projected score as kind of like an aggregate metric so I can see what would happen to me if I did go min uniques 2, for example. I mean, it really doesn't affect it all that much. The min destination ROI 18.7 though. Let's see. Oh, so that was a big disaster. That's really funny. Let me see from min uniques 3 to min uniques 2 for the min destination ROI at least. That's not a big deal. So we could go min uniques 3. And I think this is actually the way to play. So when you go into autofill, what I like to do is bring the highest buy-in to the top. Because what I do, I have it set on unique rank, which means all the lineups are going to be different from each other. So if that's the case, if I only have to play a lineup in one tournament, let's do, that which I guess the biggest buy-in or something like that. I don't really think it matters all that much. But let's put this up here. And then Sand Trap we'll put it down at the bottom. Actually, Drive the Green we'll put down at the bottom. And we're in autofill, and we'll save these to the contests. And I think we've done good. I think we did a nice job, actually. And we'll upload these. Did the Colorado game go to intermission? Let's just see. Okay. It did. And we're in the money in this thing, but this energy line, but I need to get things going here. Poke check. I wonder if this is actually live. We'll just take a look. This is like the $5 or something like that. I'm in 44th place, and I have more minutes left than anybody. But I need 30. I need it's going to be tough. But I don't know. We can get this thing going on here a little bit. I don't know. It's possible. It's definitely possible. You can get the Utah Hockey Club going here. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is something which is going to be very boring to a lot of you, but I have to do it for myself anyway. But I'm going to be doing the LOL lineup build. And again, it's just a 2-game slate, and it's over 2 days too. But just in case I can't get to it first thing in the morning, I have to do this. So let's, and I do think it's at least somewhat interesting. I'll tell you why in a minute. Okay, so let's start with, let's do this all over again. So we're gonna upload this. We're gonna upload the projections, and this is a little sneaky. We're gonna exclude up the unlisted players here, and then we're gonna include them here so that we can get whoever we need. But here is gonna be the decision we make. So, okay. On day 2, which is on Friday, Hanwha Life is playing BLG, and we don't know who is going to be the jungler between Jun and Wei. Now, SaberSim always seems to project Wei as starting, and yet he hasn't started the whole Worlds. It's legitimately unclear which of these two guys are starting. So and they're only 6 guys per team. So you can't miss that. In other words, if you play one of them and they're out, you lose. Okay. And so the way you have to treat this, in my opinion, is one of 2 ways. Okay. It's kind of like when there's a rainout risk in baseball, where it's either 0 or like a decent score. You can't operate at a median. And the problem is you just are not going to know before lock. So there's 2 ways to play it. Number 1 is to take your best guess and roll with it. And the idea being it's going to be sort of low owned relative to its chances of winning because nobody's sure. Or you could do what I like to do and just in rain out type games, just fade the whole thing. And the idea being that, yes, both sides are going to be low owned, but the risk you run to get a 0 is just too much. So what I did was I actually X'd them both out of the proceedings. Okay. And that could be the wrong way to play, but that's what I'm doing. So let's build these lineups. You'll see there's going to be no Jun and no Wei because I have them both projected at 0. The other thing I like to do is I do like to employ a couple of substantive takes in. And from what I've gathered from looking at Gelati LOL's stuff and Free Roll DFS's stuff is I probably want to be a little bit overweight to Hanwha Life anyway. So because I'm fading the BLG stuff, I'm probably it's extra credit to play HLE because I probably want to play him anyway, and I want to fade the jungle position from BLG. And this other series, I wouldn't mind getting some of WBG because they do have a very wide range of outcomes. However, there's like one position where they're really at a disadvantage. I mean, Scout is really, really good for LNG. So in a perfect world, I would play WBG but not put the mid laner in. So those are the things we're thinking about as we build these things. Now, all right. So we put our contest sims up in here, and we have 40. We have all 40 in here. And first thing I'd like to do is see who we get to without adjusting anything. And not surprisingly, get 100% HLE, 100% LNG because they're the favorites. With respect to stack exposure, you're actually getting mostly 4-3s. And so what this means is that it's easy to get the LNG HLE combination. Let's look at something else. Under team stacks, under 4-mans, you're actually getting more HLEs than LNG. Okay. So what this means, I guess, is just because the way pricing works. Well, yeah, they do near the start of the match All-Star, but the problem is that it's a 2-day slate, and the game in question is the second day. And it's no late swap. So this is going to lock at when this game happens. So you're screwed. This is like the ultimate example of not knowing, because it's no late swap and it's the second of a 2-day slate match. That's is what it is. That's welcome to League of Legends. It's not always this way. Most of the time it's 1-day slate, but still, this is what you face. So we probably can't get away with playing what we want to play, meaning, HLE, even 4-man on top of, say, LNG, because it's just going to be the chalkiest, the easiest ones to get to. So what we're going to try to do is try to get to as many HLE Weibo Gamings as possible. Or the other thing we can do is play BLG stacks, but not play the jungle position. Okay. Now the good news is we won't, because we already X'd it out. So let's run the Sims and see if the Sims can get us kind of what we're looking for here. And again, this kind of flies in the face of what I like to use the Sims for in general. I like to, instead of like using the Sims to kind of get me what I want, I try to like have the try to get me what I need to moderately quote the Rolling Stones. The other thing that I want to mention is, as you do this for a while, you get your own substantive takes. This Doran is always good. If you end up with like one-offs with Doran, it's really good. Okay, so all of a sudden, see what you're getting here? You're getting a bunch of these non-4-3s, which I like. Okay, on a 2-game slate, I really like doing this. Now, as far as team stacks go, now check this out. You're getting all of this BLG without the jungle position. We don't have them projected. So I kind of like all of this. So the only thing I don't want to have is any HLE with LNG. Like no HLE 4-man with LNG, or probably no HLE with LNG at all. Let's just take a look. So 4-mans, LNGs, all the 4-man LNGs, I don't want them with Hanwha. I'll play those with BLG. Oh, it is. Oh, it's as correlation as you can get. So let's take the LNGs with let's see if there's 4-man LNGs, and then let's see where the 3-mans would be with these. LNG with BLG. Okay, I like that. So we'll do LNG with BLG, because that's not going to have that. So we can get away with that. That looks pretty good. So I think we're actually in pretty good shape with this, because we're getting some WBG. We're getting some BLGs without the jungler, and we are getting some LNG as well. As far as 4-man goes, mostly LNG, which is good because the HLA ones were most popular. The one thing I want to do, a couple of things. Let's go Min Uniques 2 to see what that does. And actually, what if we did Min Uniques 3? What does that look like? Actually, this isn't bad either. Okay. And as far as stack exposure goes, mostly 4-3s, but we do have some 4-2s. So I guess this is okay. Let's go into the players. Let's just make sure we don't have anything stupid in the captain. No, I don't need any support in the captain here. So we can get rid of on. Everything else is definitely in play here. And I think that we're sort of in business. So we can go into autofill. We could just kind of just play this as is, I guess. So bang, bang, upload, and then boom. Okay. Good. I guess that's pretty much all I have for you guys. There's the baseball just kind of finished up. Not gonna live sweat too much of this hockey. It's gonna just take too long to get through the rest of this. But you know what I want to do? Let's see who actually won this showdown slate, because I think this is sort of interesting. Let's look at the perfect game. I end up with 19th. Who had somebody? Oh, it was a chop, 2-way chop. So nothing particularly, offbeat there. Let's look at the lottery. The lottery. Let's see what won. A solo shipper. That's good. Let's take a look at that for 50,000. What'd they get? Oh, Kiki and the captain. That's what you do. Put the 9-hole in the captain and rock the house. Love it. Good on him. One other thing I want to do. Let's do this for you guys. This is real early, but I'm gonna go over this with Bobby tomorrow. Let's build an NFL for the main slate. So I have not done that yet. I think I know. Well, maybe not, but I think I know what's going to happen here. It's going to depend on whether. Well, no, they're not on the same slate. Hold on. Let's see. Let's Nick Chubb. I have him as. I set him as 0. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Nick Chubb, but let's just build this. And I believe. So I had Geno as my top quarterback when I was looking at this. Maybe Kyren Williams and Bijan Robinson top running back, Justin Jefferson, Drake London. Then I had Bowers and Kelsey and Njoku at tight end. Defenses, Cleveland, Bills. My top stacks, the way I was looking at them, and I just want to see what Saberton does. I had Minnesota, Seattle, Atlanta, Cincy, Cleveland. But let's just see what we get. This is going to be our first look at runs as for DraftKings. And there's a shot for Colorado. Nope. Okay, so let's see what we would get in the NFL. And we'll take a quick look at tomorrow's showdown as well before we get out of here. So look at this. As I mentioned, Geno. Look, how pure is this? Oh my God. Oh, it's only 20 lineups. Let's see. This is pure. This is pure as driven snow. Look at this. Look at this Seattle Atlanta game stack here. I mean, look at this. You get Geno with Metcalf and Smith and Jigba. You got triple run backs with the Falcons. The old 2-3 QB plus 2 with 3 run backs, hoping the whole game just goes ballistic. Gotta love it. That's awesome. Now, as far as top owned guys in general, let's see. based on my stuff. Well, Juju Smith-Schuster, he's like really cheap. But oh my, look at this Drake London. Holy crap. I mean, they really have this game going nuts. 73% Drake London. And then you get a bunch of this Ray McLeod also from this game. Oh my God. Well, and it's a late game too, or no? No, it's an early game. It's in Atlanta. Wow. Wow. And then running backs, aside from Bijan, and then it's Tony Pollard, Kenneth Walker, and then Kyron Williams. Oh my God, Kenneth Walker's from that game too. So the early returns, I guess, the early look is that it's pretty much a one-game slate. The Seattle-Atlanta game. Now, it's not a one-game slate, but this is pretty, this is kind of insanity. How well all these guys are projecting. At least, again, it's was it Wednesday? So I'm not worried too much. Oh, you know what I got to do? I got to put all these freaking golf things on Stake Kings. Crap. Okay, so that's that. Let's take a quick look at the, you know what? I mean, again, super early. But let's do you know, I gave a prelude to this showdown slate, and what's going to be interesting about this slate is that what's his name was ruled out for New Orleans. The whatever his name is, the receiver. And so I imagine someone's going to, oh my God, you're going to get all kinds of stuff. You're going to get Mason Tipton is going to be I imagine he's going to be uber chalk. Oh, and you got the Bub Means. Bub Means is well. This is, hold on a minute. This is in the, look at some of these prices. You're going to get Mason Tipton at only 1,600. Yikes. Bubba Means 4K. So that's going to be, these are going to be the chalk plays. What about Equimania St. Brown? He's going to be on the roster. So that's what's going to happen. It's going to be a huge battle to figure out who's going to get the Rashid Shaheed work. Just for fun? Want to see what it does? All right, just for fun. I imagine that at the end of the day, Mason Tipton's going to be just insane chalk. Ooh, I screwed that up a minute. All right, let's start over. And then I do have to go, but let's see. We're going to start with 20 lineups here. I mean, it just has to be. Mason Tipton has to be in every lineup, right? Yeah, I mean, look at all this. This is, let me see. Vele also. I guess they're not all these, but all these receivers are really, really good. And then the Vele from Denver at 4,400. So this is going to be the theme. It's going to be the theme of tomorrow is which of these cheapo receivers do you play? Sheets, you have it. New Orleans walk-off, 24-21. All right, fair enough. Sounds good to me. But, okay, that's going to do it. I'm going to put these things